welcome to Fig and Thistle Books. I thought I'd do a really quick December TBR before my husband gets home with my rambunctious small children. So basically, this semester was extremely busy. I was taking 3 courses instead of taking 2 courses, which was insane because I also work full-time and have kids and a life. So I did not get to read much. So I have been holding out all semester for a chance to read. And I'm done with my courses now. I can finally read, and I'm super excited about it. So I have, excuse me, a stack of books that I want to get to. And now I'm going to cough every 3 seconds. Okay, so first up is I'm doing a reread of Harry Potter. I picked these up during the semester because I needed to read for like 15-20 minutes at night before I went to bed. But I knew if I started a new book, I would stay up all night reading, or I'd be real mad if I had to put down a book to do homework. And Harry Potter, I've read it so often, it's like a warm hug. I can read it before bed. I can read it when my kids are playing and run around the house because I know what happens. I'm just revisiting the story. So I'm on the Goblet of Fire right now, which is my favorite of the Harry Potter books, and I'm hoping to get through the rest of the series before December 31st, because I'm one of those that I like to start all new fresh books on January 1 because I don't know, that's how I am. So there's that. Another book that I am almost done with is The Weed That Strings the Hangman's Bag by Alan Bradley. It's the second in the Flavia de Luce series, about a very precocious 11-year-old chemist sleuth. And I started reading this on a plane to Texas for a conference, and I read it to Texas and on the way home from Texas, and I almost finished it, but not quite, and I had to put it down to do schoolwork. So I am totally invested in the story. I can't wait to see what happens. I have some ideas of what might be going on with this strange murder of kind of a jerk man, but we'll see how it ends. Next, okay, so you should know that I usually only buy paperbacks, trade paperbacks, unless it's like a lovely penguin cloth bound that I found for a steal. Because of my books end up traveling my bag. I like to conserve shelf space, and I'm really big with used books. I'm very happy with used books. So it is a rare occasion that I buy a book new, especially in hardback. And the next 2 books I bought new in hardback and from overseas. So because I needed them right then, and then I didn't read them because time. So the first is The Silent Companions by Laura Purcell. And I am so excited about this. So the blurb on the back says, "Not since The Little Stranger has a book so entranced and haunted me, bewitching and beautifully written. The Little Stranger by Sarah Waters is one of my most favorite books ever. I freaking love that book. I can reread it all day long." And so I was very excited to see that, okay, yeah, The Little Stranger, sign me up. So let's hear the blurb. Newly married, newly widowed, Elsie is sent to see out her pregnancy at her late husband's crumbling estate at the bridge. With her new servants resentful and the local villagers actively hostile, Elsie has only her husband's awkward cousin for company, or so she thinks. For inside her new home is a locked room, and beyond its door lies a 200-year-old diary hinting at the house's dark past, and a deeply unsettling painted wooden figure, a silent companion that bears a striking resemblance to Elsie herself. This book is going to scare the crap out of me, and I'm so excited for it. And look, it's beautiful, and look at the keyhole. Ooh, creepy. All right, so I'm in it to win it. I love it. I'm so excited for that. The next is another book that I've been so excited for, and when we got it in at the library, I took it to my friend Kim, who's who's a librarian there, and I was like, I haven't read this book, but from reading the blurb and hearing reviews, you have to read it. And so she went home and devoured it, and then has proceeded to yell at me that I have not yet read the book. So if I return from winter holiday and I have not read this book, she's going to beat me up. And it is The Essex Serpent by Sarah Perry. I really like Victorians, just so you know. Like, I dig the Victorians. So you're going to notice a little bit of a trend here with some of these books. Okay, a blurb from Sarah Waters, who wrote The Little Stranger, so we have some ties here. A work of great intelligence and charm by a hugely talented author. And the cover is gorgeous, and it's got decollage, which I love. Okay, London, 1893. When Cora Seaborn's brilliant, domineering husband dies, she steps into her new life as a widow. We noticed a theme. Don't worry, husband. I'm not planning anything. This just happens to be a theme in my books right now. She steps into her new life as a widow with as much relief as sadness. Her marriage was an unhappy one, and she never suited the role of society wife. Seeking refuge in fresh air and open space, she leaves the metropolis for coastal Essex, accompanied by her inquisitive and obsessive 11-year-old son Francis and the boy's nanny Martha, her fiercely protective friend. So this is really long, so I'll just sum it up. There are rumors for the past 300 years of a mythical Essex serpent, a fearsome creature. A young man is mysteriously killed on New Year's Eve. Dread transforms into terror. Cora is an amateur naturalist, and with no patience for religion or superstition, she's enthralled. She starts working with a man of faith to uncover the mystery, and we'll see what happens. So that will be a page turner. Next, Victorians, like not neo-Victorian, but Victorian, is my bae, Wilkie Collins. I love Wilkie Collins. Charles Dickens is great, but I mean, page turner, Wilkie Collins. This is Jezebel's Daughter. It's a shorter Wilkie Collins novel than like Moonstone or The Woman in White. Let's see here. How far is a mother prepared to go to secure her daughter's future? Madame Fontaine, a widow, another widow. My husband's going to be real worried. Of an eminent chemist, has both the determination and the cunning to bring young Mina's marriage plans to fruition, with dangerous consequences for anyone who dares to stand in her way. But has she met her match in Jack Straw, one-time inmate of Bedlam Lunatic Asylum? It will take a visit to the morgue to find out who triumphs and who comes out alive. So yeah, a case study in villainy. Okay, well, I can get down with a case study in villainy. So we're going to read this. That's going to be good. Next, we have The Bookman's Tale by Charlie Lovett. And I picked this one up over the summer for two reasons. One is I read on Instagram, somebody said it was a page turner, so hey. And two, I was taking a course on rare book librarianship, and I was just like, oh, rare books, murder, mystery, mayhem, sign me up. So this is a dude goes from North Carolina to the English countryside, trying to rekindle the love he used to have for restoring rare books. He's a widower. So not a widow, a widower. Still have our theme going here. But upon opening an 18th century study of Shakespeare forgeries, he discovers a Victorian watercolor of a woman who bears an uncanny resemblance to his deceased wife. So that sounds good. And then he's searching for the bard's real identity. That's going to be fun. Okay. Two more to go. Strangers on the Train, which I was supposed to read for the Readers Read Along. The Readers is my favorite book podcast, and I will link it down below. And I did not. And this is two strangers who meet on a train. One's in the middle of a divorce. One is a sadistic psychopath. That's going to be good. The inspiration for Alfred Hitchcock's 1951 film, Strangers on the Train. This will be good. This is noir. Patricia Highsmith is an amazing writer. I loved her Ripley novels. She can write an anti-hero like nobody's business. Really great psychology in her books. I'm going to love this. Okay, last book. And I know I'm not going to read all these in December, but I like to have an array of books to choose from. Last one is Gentlemen and Players by Joanne Harris. And this one involves a private school for boys. There's ruin, there's grudges, master strategy. I'm figuring chess figures in predominantly in the story, or at least, strategy and cunning. It says a harrowing tale of cat and mouse, and I can do that. So this one looks good. I've actually tried really hard to avoid plot synopses of this one because I had a really good friend who's read it several times, and she says the first reading is you're really shocked by what happens, and you want to know what happens next. And then as you go to read it, if you read it a second or third time, you start picking up on clues. So I wanted to go into this with like very little knowledge of what happens or the people, and so I can approach it in a fresh manner. So that's my December TBR. It is very, very, very ambitious, especially since my children will be home and we'll be doing Christmas stuff. And but I'm excited to read again, and hopefully I'm going to get a chance to review some of these books for you all. So let me know, did you read any of these? Did you like them? Did you hate them? You got any recommendations? And we'll talk. All right, thanks. Bye.